Hi, my name's Jessica Schreiber. I'm the founder of FABSCRAP. FABSCRAP is a textile recycling nonprofit. We work with the fashion industry, the interior design industry, and the entertainment industries to reduce textile waste. We conveniently pick up their unwanted textiles and then make them available for students, artists, and crafters to reuse. The whole point being diversion from landfill and creating a resource for people to upcycle and create. FABSCRAP is located in the Brooklyn Army Terminal in Bay Ridge. We chose the Brooklyn Army Terminal because it's open 24/7, which means that we can operate as we need to, and it's also really easy to get to with public transit. You can take the subway, you can take the ferry, there's a big parking lot for drivers, so it really just lets everybody have more access to our operations. My background is waste management. Prior to starting FABSCRAP, I worked at New York City's Department of Sanitation, and I was running the city's clothing recycling program. And there were a few brands who reached out to me in that position asking what they could do with their fabric waste from their company. And I at first tried to fit it into the traditional thrift system, but it didn't really fit. You don't go to most thrift stores looking for 5 yards of silk or a bolt of wool. So I pulled all of those brand representatives into a working group. There were about 30 brands at the time, and we just shared data and talked about the problem and tried to share resources, but nothing really existed for fabric and raw materials the way that it did for garments and clothing. And so that working group really became the launch pad for FABSCRAP, and it just came from problem solving. This was a problem that a lot of the industry was noticing and talking about, and I thought we could take a try at a solution. So we are now working with about 250 different brands. We've just picked up 200,000 pounds since launch. So it grew really fast, faster than I was anticipating. I don't think that that is so much because what we're doing is like so innovative as much as like that's how big the problem is. And we just provided a convenient way for people to start to address it. So yeah, it's grown really quickly. We've had to find this new warehouse space, bring on additional staff. We're now working with a team of drivers to do the pickups. So yeah, it's changed a lot in 2 years. I reached out to the Small Business Development Center when FABSCRAP was really just an idea. No one in my family is an entrepreneur. I have never launched a business before, and I didn't even really know the basics. And so working with the Small Business Development Center, I was able to draft a business plan, start to think about funding, start to think about the scale of the industry and what my market share might be. All of those questions were things that I hadn't really put down on paper yet, and so to work with somebody who's done that professionally was really nice to have that kind of guidance and support. The SBDC has been involved sort of like throughout FABSCRAP. It's really nice to see like my advisor pop up in my email and check and see how things are going, or to make useful introductions. When we moved to our new warehouse and had our warehouse warming party, a couple representatives came and supported what we were doing. And so it's nice to feel like someone's watching the growth and is supportive and is always there if I have more questions.